Welcome to Stereotype Tonight. Tonight, we are getting footage of Tony Abbott about the terrible topic in Islamic State. To hear him talk about and explain about the stereotypes in the area and how he feels about them. Good evening, Australia. Tony Abbott here. Unfortunately, in his swimming cap because it is cutting off my circulation. Probably should have had swimming practice after this press conference. So today we're talking about the Islamic terror group and how the people influence the media and all about stereotypes. Now I just got to get something clear. This is for mature age people, and just so everyone has it clear, we do not negotiate with terror groups. Alright, the reason the media show these topics is because they need to try and explain the unthinkable to their loved ones and explain to them what is happening at that time in the Islamic territory and where ISIS are based. And the focus is towards the hostages and the era that they are bringing to the Middle East. And the terror group can be traced as far back as the Second Gulf War back in 2003. Also, as there are lots of civil wars in Islam, and ISIS continue to maintain control over lots of areas. As I'm not doing the best job tonight, I have a quote from Obama. As Commander-in-Chief, my highest priority is the security of our American people. Over the last several years, we have consistently taken the fight to terrorists who threaten our country. We took out Osama bin Laden, as much of al-Qaeda's leadership in Afghanistan and Pakistan. We've targeted al-Qaeda infiltrate in Yemen and recently eliminated the top commander of its affiliate. In Somalia, we've done so while bringing more than 140,000 American troops home from Iraq and drawing down our forces in Afghanistan, where our combat mission will end later this year. Thanks to our military counter-terrorism professionals, America is safer. So, stereotype that has risen since this topic has rose in the media, not to trust people flying to the Middle East and not to feel safe around Islamic people in airports. However, none of this is completely ethical. People will still feel the way they feel because the harm has been done from the evil ISIS terror group, which just so happened to be in Islam. There are no films of any sort on the topic. However, if there were, the views of many people would change and be supporting those in need in the Middle East, because having seen a movie or such, you would see what really happened and you would understand how horrible it really is. A reason why we don't have a film yet about the ISIS crisis is because even though that would be a good name for the film, well, anyway, backstory. So, it's just a bit too raw at the moment. Like you wouldn't have a movie about 9/11 a year after it's all happened, because it'd be a bit insensitive. There are no representations of this topic which causes not a not as big a stir in the first world lifestyle. I guess what we can expect from media groups is biasness. Say if the media group was run by Islamics and they would twist it to look like other people were forcing them to do what they do, also known as propaganda. Finally, there would be a line for local media that they cannot cross in terms of anti-Islamic as such. Tony Abbey, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you again, Bob, for getting us that interview. And also, thank you, viewers, for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Stereotype Tonight.